Videos. This is the Pete's Parlay Show for college football Week 10, NFL Week 9, and I'm going to change things up a little bit in the show. I have been doing it where I've just been giving one parlay, combining NFL and college football, but last year I had a little bit more success splitting them up, giving one for NFL and one for college, so that's what I'm going to start doing for the rest of this year starting now. So I'm going to do two shows, two parlays, one for NFL and one for college. Right now I'm going to start with college football Week 10. This week, kind of an interesting week. Brent from BetDSI, his totals are usually what are money with his sharp plays. This week, they were all sides except for UCLA on the over. So I'm going to wind up doing just a three-teamer in college football, and actually two of them are going to come from Steve from collegefootballwinning.com. Now, this guy has been doing phenomenally well at his site with his service picks, almost 70% this year. He's got a great long-term track record. The picks that he gives us for free are not his, premium picks. But I think we can still expect them to be reasonably sharp. And the two plays this week, I handicapped them myself, and Tulane is one of them. That was a line that I liked myself when it was +4. He recommends them at +3.5. Right now they're +2.5. These are all current lines at DSI. And I'd like to take it on the money line, but there's no money line right now for that game. So I'm just going to take him at +3 -130. That's one of play from Steve from collegefootballwinning.com. Tulane right now I'm going to take him +3 -130. And the second one, South Alabama -3 -110. And you can watch the video to find out all of Steve's reasoning, but it's a very sound pick in my opinion, and that's a second pick in the parlay. And there's a bunch of other picks that I almost took, that I almost included. Troy West from allplayswin.com recommended Oklahoma State at +2.5. Now they're all the way to -1. So obviously at +2.5, that was a sharp side. Are they still sharp at -1? Yeah, probably, but there is some uncertainty at quarterback for Oklahoma State, and also Oklahoma State's blown out Texas Tech the last 2 years, so on the one hand, that makes you think maybe he'll do it again. On the other hand, there is a bit of revenge here. I trust Troy. Probably Oklahoma State -1 is a good pick. I almost included it, but I'm not going to. Then I personally handicapped a couple of games. Wisconsin -9. I'm thinking that's maybe a decent play. But that's just me. That's just my handicapping, so I'm not going to include it. Then there were two totals that I liked early in the week, and they both went up. Clemson, Virginia, I liked them at over 54. Now it's all the way up to 56. And New Mexico, San Diego State, I liked it at over, again, like 54. Now it's 55.5. I think both those are probably decent plays, but the line has gone up a bit, and I didn't get any confirmation from Brent that those are sharp plays, particularly sharp plays. So, I'm going to leave them out. Other things that Brent told me were UCLA -28 was a sharp. Well, it was sharp when it was like 26 or 25.5 and all. Now it's 28, and the over in that game was also sharp. It makes me a little bit nervous though, because Colorado's top playmaker Paul Richardson could be out, so it might not quite get over 57. Both those are probably still sharp plays at the moment, but I'm not going to include it. He also told me Nebraska -5.5. Sharps took that one. I believe him. I trust him. Makes me a little bit nervous, so I'm going to, although they are starting a new quarterback, that's probably going to help him out a lot. And then what else did he tell us? Let's see. Arizona -15.5. All right. Obviously, no question why that would be a sharp play. California, complete ass. They've lost all their Pac-12 games by at least 22, I think. Arizona, very capable. I almost included it -15.5, but this is the last minute. Decided not to, but, take it for what it's worth. Arizona is a sharp side this week, and pretty obvious why that would be. He also told us that Louisiana Lafayette and Utah State were both sharp sides. Utah State is now 24. Louisiana Lafayette is now -32. They were sharp at a little bit lower lines. You could easily include those into a parlay if you wanted to. I'm not going to. And then Joe Duffy has been on freaking fire, handicapping everything. College football, NFL, NBA. He recommends Mississippi State +13, Arkansas +8, Tennessee +11. My guess is two of those three will hit, but I'm not going to include them in the parlay. The third pick I am going to include comes from my own personal handicapping, and I hope I'm right on this one. I researched it. I looked into it. It's Middle Tennessee State, right? They're -3.5 over UAB right now, so I'm going to buy them down to a -3, -130, which you can do at BetDSI right now. And, Middle Tennessee, of course, a very capable team coming off of the thrilling win over Marshall, and UAB basically ass, right? They lost, to Florida Atlantic by double digits at home. Florida Atlantic, nothing special at all. They barely beat FIU. FIU's terrible. And then last week they made a quarterback adjustment, which did, quote-unquote, help. They still lost by 21 to UTSA. So I'm thinking that Middle Tennessee State, and they are also off of 2 extra days of rest, has the momentum, has the talent. I'm going to include them for the third team in the parlay, -3, -130. So the college football parlay this week, South Alabama -3, Tulane +3, -130, and Middle Tennessee State -3, -130. I'm going to do a $25 three-teamer, 2s and 3s. So that's $100 to win, 296, 53, and if only 2 of them win, it'll basically break even. That's my premium parlay for college football week 10. Thanks for tuning in.